Today we are just going to be doing a little bit of chill and stream as I'm just going to continue playing through. Well, let's just put up the volume a little bit there. We're going to continue playing through Ring Domination, and I'm going to be listening to your comments and replying to you. For anyone who's still awake, in the UK here, it is currently 4:51 a.m. So I'm not expecting many people to show up, but for anyone that is, you are very, very welcome to join me. And we're just going to play a little bit of Ring Domination and see what we can get. So let me just make sure that your comments are opening. There we are. Random says hey. So we do have one commentator. We have one person watching. Welcome. Hello, Random. Yes, we are SummerSlam 23, and this is what we are doing. We're in Ring Domination. We've already completed Seth freaking Rollins, the myth, and we're in the middle of Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And I have been told that apparently the heroic undercard is going to be Finn Balor, so this is a very, very Judgment Day themed Ring Domination. Kermit with a gun says, what's good? Oh, what isn't good? Things are all good and happy. Random says, wow. Okay, very, very good. So one of the things we're going to try and do today is this Gunther we have at level 0. He is on 77 matches, and if we can get him up to 100 matches, then we can get a Pro Gunther as well and see what the Pro animation looks like for the brand new PLE cards, which is the Premium Live event. So without any further ado, let's jump into SummerSlam 23 Ring Domination and see if we can get closer to finishing off Dominic Mysterio. So we want to train up our Gunther. We're also trying to train up Wesley, but Gunther takes priority. We have 2 down arrows, 1 right arrow and 1 up arrow that we can use. So we're going to go for the bottom right corner, which means that Joe Gacy or either of our 2 down arrows would be able to attack Gunther. And there we are. Let's go for LA Knight. Yeah. I don't want to do it too loud because it is 4:53 a.m. here in the UK. So I'll try not to wake up the entire neighbourhood. That would be considered mildly rude. And thank you both for coming along to this very late night stream. How is there only 2 people? This guy is amazing. It's because we're it's because it's so late at night. But thank you very much for saying that I am a good little YouTuber. It does mean a lot to me. Also, with less of you, it means that we can discuss many things without having a huge amount of people in the chat. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream for. This might be only like a half-hour thing, because it's quite late here in the UK. And there you can see we are very close to getting ourselves a Dirty Dominic Mysterio from Ring Domination. Like our second last one. Okay, chat, what one should I go for? You guys decide. Kermit says nice. We have 5 to choose from. Kermit, you go ahead. You give me a number, and I shall equate it to a shard, and we shall see if you get lucky. Anywhere between 1 to 5. 2. Okay, well, the second shard, I presume that number 1 is the top one, so number 2 would be here, and yeah, way to go. I need to rely on Kermit more often because he is pretty good, and this will get us on to the rarity draft pick board. Alright, Kermit, you are up again. Give me a number, good sir. Let's see. Oh, so we have quite a lot here. So we're going to go from the top and then right to left. Those are going to be the numbers. So we have 13 to choose from. Go ahead, Kermit. Give me a number 1 through 13. Number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be this one. Oh, unlucky. We got a WrestleMania 39 Liv Morgan. So unfortunately that one doesn't help out. So we're just going to dust Liv Morgan off. She would not help with her team. And let's continue. We've got two more, so I think we're going to get Dominic, at least, in the stream. And then we're going to play a little bit of Royal Rumble, try and train up our Gunther. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Unfortunately, we don't have Gunther there, so we do have Wesley. We have 3 up arrows, 1 right and 1 left. So, oh, Toxic, he's in the chat. Hey, welcome, Toxic. It's a late night stream. I'm not expecting many people to show up. I see there's 5 people now. Wow, it's more of you guys awake than what I expected. Maybe I have fans from all over the world. Maybe it is not 5 AM there, where you guys are. And thank you all for coming along. Seems like there's now 6 of you. Feel free to say hi in the chat. I will be answering your messages, and your little chat should show up on the camera. So you can see yourselves and show off your chat to anyone else later on, should you want to. Unfortunately, we don't have an... Look at this. Look, it's actually generally is... Do you want to fight Dominic or do you want to fight Finn Balor? Because you're not allowed to fight both. So, there we are. We're just throwing Taker. Kermit says it's 9:57 in Colorado. Is that 9:57 AM or PM? Maybe early morning for you guys? Or it could be getting in tonight. PM. And here we are, we have ourselves one singular SummerSlam Detroit, SummerSlam 23, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We also have Braun Street. So congratulations on earning that reward. Oh, very nice indeed. We have ourselves Dominic. So we're going to select all, but we're going to go make sure that our Dominic is locked down. Make sure you don't go dusting your SummerSlam 23 cards. You will want them. Congratulations, GG. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We're going to dust the rest of these cards. We're going to keep Dominic Mysterio. And we are now going to start 1 point into the Damian Priest event card. And then after that, we're going to play a little bit of Royal Rumble. Talk says I've been slacking, not going to lie. I've just been playing Dying Light 2. I don't know what Dying Light 2 is. Is that a horror game? Or is it a shooty game? I'm unsure. We don't have anything that we can actually charge here. So we have 3 down arrows, 2 up arrows, and 1 right arrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Shawn Michaels in here and see what the computer wants to do. Okay, if they're going up that direction. The only one that I can actually hit with is Dragon Lee, because we don't have any left arrows. The Big Dog says morning. Morning, Big Dog. I know that it is 5 AM for you, because you're also here in the very lovely Scotland. Big Dog, for anyone that isn't aware, at Summercard, the latest KC pay-per-view, just recently became the WKC champion, the World Card champion indeed. So very, very cool, very big props to the Big Dog. That is the very title that he has there. And he shall be defending it in the next pay-per-view, which is going to be the KC Payback. Okay, so we have 9 charts to go for here. Let's see if we can get lucky with any of this to find ourselves a shard for Damian Priest. Kermit says he got a SummerSlam 23 Ricochet. Oh, very cool. And that should have very high speed stats, to say the least. I believe it's a down arrow, if memory serves me right. I'll just try and make a little pattern there. Didn't get lucky, so we're just going to dust that off. And now that we've done that, let's play a little bit of Royal Rumble. Unfortunately, we are out of ads, so we don't have any ads we can use. But we are in the middle of playing this. So you can see here in Royal Rumble mode, we have 79 over 100 matches, and we're going to try and increase that a little bit by playing this. So what we're deliberately doing is we're only playing 2 cards that have any kind of value, which is Gunther and Wesley that we're trying to train up. And the rest of them are all very, very weak cards. So we're just going to use our weakest cards until we draw into something that's good, and the computer should be doing the same. You almost got scammed in Supercard. Oh, you need to be careful. There are many, many scammers out there. And Toxic bought a Shayna PLE Pro. Congratulations. That will be very, very helpful to your own deck and to the team. So, until we draw into anything good, we're really spinning our wheels a little bit here until we get into anything nice. Using our Extreme Kofi. Now the computer has already drawn into its big card, so unfortunately we are unable to do anything until we draw into either our Gunther or Wesley. You can see there that their stats are all 47 million. It looks like we're going to get Wesley next, so yes. So now we're going to use our super move on Wesley, which should guarantee this victory. And whatever stat it is probably going to be reduced down to 0. There we are, Charisma. So we don't want to use Charisma again. Instead, we're just going to use everything else. Kermit says he's so mad that Jimmy Uso betrayed Jey Uso. Well, I think there may be some payback for that. It seems to be that Survivor Series might be Team Jimmy versus Team Jey. That is the rumoured thing. Now, here we are in a situation. If we use Toughness, we would get rid of our Gunther. If we use Charisma, we are going to guarantee lose next match. So we are going to go for Charisma to deliberately let Wesley get destroyed so that we can throw in Gunther, the Ring General. And there we go. And that will start training up Gunther for us. So every single game that Gunther is in is treated as another match. So he was on 79, so he's now on 80, and this is now number 81. And this is how we very, very quickly train up Gunther. So we're going to use power again. And then Charisma is a little bit higher than speed. And then we're going to use speed. And that should finish it off. And there we are, we went 9-2, and we only lost 2 games because of how long it took us to draw into Gunther. Oh, we got another pick doubler, that's very good. You've never won a Survivor Series? Oh my goodness. Kermit, I recommend you check out my tutorial on how to win Survivor Series. That is a very, very nice little tutorial that shows you... I mean, you do need to be lucky with it. You need to get into the right cards, but it gives you all of the knowledge that you need in order to actually win. So, as you can see here, went from 79 up to 84, so that was only 5 games. But if we get Gunther early, we can actually get him up to like another 10 games or so. And we're only 16 games away from proing our Gunther. Then we can see how massive Gunther actually is once he's proed and fully leveled. So we are now starting with Gunther, which is wonderful, that's what we wanted. And the opponent is also thrown in Gunther, but our Gunther is a little bit stronger. So we're going to start with Charisma. We're going to try not to use this Wesley, because if Gunther ever gets destroyed, if he ever loses, then we're going to throw in Wesley instead. Kermit says he's so excited for the Seth card that's coming. Oh, we got very lucky there. That was one of the opponent's big, powerful cards. Yes, I myself am a fan of Seth Rollins. In fact, I just recently did a figure unboxing of a Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins figure. That should be going up in the next couple of weeks. The way that the schedule is there's an unboxing video 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday and Fridays at 9 PM Greenwich Mean Time, which is in the UK time. And at some point, there's going to be an Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins unboxing, which is a very, very cool figure. Toxic says he can't wait. He can't wait until I release the Seth Rollins figure video. I did do a special intro to it in the same way that I did for the CM Punk figure, where I can't really sing it at the moment because it is 5 AM here. But it starts off with meow, 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 and so on. You know how the Seth Rollins theme goes. But that should be a fun one. Toxic is also a big fan of Seth Rollins, of course. He says, haha, cool. So we want to stay away from using that power because we've only got 4.45 million in power because we have taken down 2 big cards. But you see that Gunther has managed to stay in the ring for quite a large amount of time. Now at this point we're kind of forced to use power, so we need to just hope we get lucky. Seth Rollins is your fave, yes. He is very, very cool. He is on the run of his life right now. I think this is the best that Seth has possibly ever been. You know, he's booked very, very strong. And I want to see him hold that title for a long, long time. A lot of people thought that Finn Balor was going to take it off of him. A lot of people thought Damian Priest was going to cash in on him. And I think in order for the title to be established, it needs a big, long run. Kermit says this is his birthday next month, so I wonder what Supercard will be doing in September. Oh, well, a very early happy birthday to you, Kermit. If you are around a stream or whatever at the time, or if you're on the Discord, I'll be happy to wish you a happy birthday on your particular birthday date as well. So there we are, we've got 16 points there, so we just won 13 matches in a row with Gunther. Now we were on 84 beforehand, so 84 plus 13 should be 97. So I think we only need 3 more games done with Gunther, and then we've got ourselves a pro, if my math is correct. Of which I'm not 100% convinced my math is correct, because once again, it is 10 past 5 here in the morning in big old Scotland. So if we go to edit deck. Oh, we're at 99. We're only 1 game away from finishing off Gunther, the Ring General. Well, let's just play a game of Wild. Actually, what is here? A Battle Pass. Let's see where our Battle Pass reward is. You got a really rare Seth card. I have 1 or 2 rare Seth cards as well. I shall show you in just a second. We got a good old Stone Cold Son, I tell you what. And we also got Blair Davenport, which is very, very surprising because Seth Rollins comes from Davenport. Davenport, Iowa, to be precise. Oh, there is our Dominic Mysterio. Do we have a cooler image? That looks hideous. Let's go for... You know, I've always quite liked this one. You know, where he's in his gear and it's the all-black version. There's another couple of ones that are pretty good, you know, this one. But I really like the all-black version. I think this is the image I'm going to stick with. That one's pretty cool. And Let's train up Elton Prince. Yes, boys. There he goes. He is now level 100. And we're just going to train up Bianca Belair with good old Stone Cold. What? SummerSlam 21. Toxic, why are you saying SummerSlam 21? I'm not sure what the relevance of that is. But, oh yes, my rare Seth Rollins card. Let's show him off. This is one that's quite enjoy showing off. Put that for Tom image. Oh, right, okay. Where he's wearing the American outfit. Now there is a rare Seth freaking Rollins image. That is from WrestleMania Season 1, and it was an event card, and I've said it quite a few times, but I was mere moments away from getting the pro of this, and I was so annoyed that I missed out on it. So, since then I've been grinding very, very hard. Kermit says, I really like how the SummerSlam 23 will follow the shadows based off of the image. Yes, I 100% agree that whatever you change the image to, the shadows will actually follow it as well. So that is very, very cool to see. And whoops, let's just remove that. There we go. So yes, that's Seth Rollins' image. In fact, actually, I believe that is the image I am actually using for my Seth Rollins as well. Which is very, very cool. So, a little bit later on, I'm going to be making a video where we get the pro of the Damian Priest as well. So that's another thing to look forward to. But in the meantime, we are only one game away. And you see that this Gunther is already at 100 matches. This Gunther is at level 99. So let's train him up. Let's get him up to level 100. There's level 92. And I think if we use these are both unlocked. My goodness. I don't think we really need those, but okay. So level 92. I think our Royal Rumble 23++ might bring him close. There he is, level 100. Kermit asks, do you prefer old Finn Balor music or new Finn Balor music? You know, it took me a little while to get into Finn Balor's new music because I'm so used to the original, but now I think I prefer the new one to the old version. I just really like the Judgment Day remix of the Finn Balor version. So it's very, very cool. So we might as well use this SummerSlam 23 Train Up Plus. So we're going to get Gunther up to level 85. I think we're going to need something a little bit higher than Royal Rumble to get that trained up. So let's go for WrestleMania 39 plus train up. And there we go. Gunther is now level 100. So we both have them both on level 100. Why are we on 435? That is... Oh, we're on 435 because we got the Dominic. That's right. Okay. That was me going a little bit mad there. Well, we have a little bit of time to wait. Well, we can just go into here. So you can see that by putting Gunther up to level 100 has taken us up to SummerSlam 23++. But let's jump in anyway. We're against a Myth++ opponent, which means that we should be significantly stronger than them. There is big old Gunther once again. So we have two down arrows and a left and right. I'm going to put Gunther down here and hope the opponent attacks it. Very good, that's what we wanted. Supercard is the only good phone game. Yeah, it's certainly up there. It's one of the better ones. I am not arguing that. Well, now what do we do? Is the question. I think I'm going to go here. Okay, that's a little bit awkward. So let's have Shawn Michaels attack. We're going to hope the opponent puts a card in the bottom left corner. So we want the opponent to put one in the bottom left corner there so the LA Knight can attack it. And, well, if LA Knight wins this, then that's also good. Okay, perfect. Well, in that case, let's put Undertaker here and hope the opponent puts one in the bottom left corner. Oh, well, if we win this... Oh, with the reversal again? Ah, LA Knight pulling it through for us. And getting us the perfect game by beating both Cactus Jack and Shinsuke Nakamura. And that gives us 10 shards to work with. Oh, and we have our first shard pool of the event. Demon Priest, not Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio we've already done. Kermit says, me and my grandma make homemade banana muffin. That sounds wonderful. And we reached the maximum limit, so we're going to have to just dust off these cards. I don't think there's anything there that we need. We got a forged manager, which we definitely do not need, so we can dust all of that off. And we did get one game with Gunther, which means that I think we can make ourselves a pro. So let's do that live on stream. There we are. So we can't combine them because they are both in... okay, they're both in Wild. So go into Wild, edit, and we're going to swap one of these out for... anything really. Omos. There we go. Homo sapiens rise up. And we can now combine our two Gunthers. So I think I'm going to go with this image. I think that is the nicer one. I was looking through a few different images for Gunther, but this is the one I am going to go with. So let us combine our Gunthers. I was thinking about making this into its own little video, but Kermit says, I've been looking for a new team. I'm WrestleMania 23 ++. Do you have one? Absolutely. All you have to do is join the Discord in the description below and just say, hey, I am a fan of the Grand Cat. I would like to join your team. And someone will add you to the waiting to join. And once the people wake up for Soul World Order 2, you will be welcomed into the team. So, welcome, Kermit. It's be very nice to have a new addition to the team. And yes, without any further ado, let's combine our Gunthers. Gunther, the Ring General. And yes, we're going to combine. And we have proed a card. And there we are. There is the animation for the SummerSlam PLE Gunther. And that is also our very first Pro SummerSlam 23 card. That is very, very cool to see indeed. And his stats are already massive at level 0. He is 205.2 million in power, 199 million in toughness, 197.4 million charisma, and 195.0 million in speed. And there we go, we're going to lock that down. New star discovered. Very, very cool. I'm also looking forward to seeing the pro, Shayna. Kermit says, thank you so much. Nobody wanted me in their team. Oh, this is unfortunate. So long as you are willing to follow the rules and be respectful, you will be welcome in our team for a very, very long time. We have had team members that have been around for many, many years. So you don't need to worry about ever finding another team again, so long as you are with us. So let us use a... Well, actually, before we do that, let's just see whereabouts. So Gunther at level 0 is actually stronger than the Pro PLE Ken not that's PLE Kane, that's the SE Kane. The SE stands for Special Edition, PLE stands for Premium Live Event. So, we are a very good team. We are the best team, by far. I myself have never been in a better team than the one that I am in right now. And I have been in some very, very high level teams. So level 83, can we get away with using a Royal Rumble 23? Is this going to be enough? It is not, it's level 96. Let's try this. That is 105. So at full level 105, Big Gunther has 223 million in power, 216.3 million in toughness, 214.5 million in charisma, and 212 million in speed. And I think that is going to be comparable to big old Taker. It actually surpasses our Undertaker. That is crazy. So this is the ranked 527 Undertaker from Myth Tier, and he has only just now been surpassed by Big Gunther, which means that the double heroic Damian Priest is going to be even stronger than this. So that is very, very cool. And well, since we now have that, let us update the team as well. So we're going to swap out for Gunther, and we are going to swap out for the Undertaker. And I think once we get our pro Shayna Baszler, that might replace Liv Morgan as well. So very, very cool to see that. And since we have Gunther all trained up here, let us equip something to him. Now, what do we have that we are still training up? Finn Balor and Indy Hartwell are holding those. Let's see. Seth Freakin' Rollins only has 4 left to go on this one. And the rest of these are in use, so I think we're going to take this off of Indy Hartwell. Yeah, let's remove it from Indy Hartwell and give it to Gunther. So we're looking for Indy. We're going to just detach this, and we're going to equip that to Gunther so that we can get that leveled up and see if it is of any use to us. And that should also change up Ring Domination a little bit as well. So we're going to go back into here, and what we're going to do is we're going to click autofill on this one so that Gunther is all the way up here at the top. We're going to swap over our MVP for our Sonya Deville, because Sonya Deville is 2 things, toughness and charisma, as opposed to just power. And then we're going to swap these 2 out for, let's go for Dominic and Wesley. There we go. And that brings us back down to SummerSlam 23, which will give us easier opponents and also give us cards that we can beat up when they show up in the ring as well, which is very, very nice. But yeah, this Gunther is really strong. That is crazy powerful. The image of this reminds me a little bit of a particular Triple H. Let me just find him. Go down here to Triple H. And there's a particular PLE event that reminds me of. Here it is, it's from Survivor Series. Oh no! Oh, the pro animation doesn't work anymore. The pro animation works for this. But at one time, the lines for that would, you know, like move in the same way that Gunther's does. But it seems to have lost its animation. This also used to have a bit of an animation. Okay, it still has it, but the background used to actually, the lightning used to move as well. And same with this one. Well, that one isn't a pro, but I know the lightning doesn't work on those either any longer. So yeah, there's a very, very rare card for anyone that wants to see it. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of these cards lost their pro animation, which sucks. Nice if Supercard found a way to get those back, but let's see, I have a thing here. Oh, we got this from proing a SummerSlam 23 cards. He said forgetting what the name of the tier was. Oh, I didn't even read. Kermit says, okay, I'll try my best in events. Thank you very much. That is one of the requirements. We have many, many requirements for the team. We're trying not to be too harsh with it, but we are strict. And being strict means that, oh look, 3 days, 16 hours left, 316. Oh, hell yeah, son. With 3 days and 16 hours left, we are already on the Damian Priest card. We've got ourselves the Dominant Mysterio, and we've got ourselves the Myth Seth Rollins. For anyone this is just joined in for the stream, and I have been told that the heroic undercard, the heroic SummerSlam, is going to be the SummerSlam 23 Finn Balor, which is going to be a pro for me. I'm using the Demon Finn Balor. That's not the regular usual image for him, but that is very, very cool indeed. So let's drop in. Let's do another one of these. We're against Dusty Rhodes, and that Dusty Rhodes has 0 wins and 0 losses, and is somehow SummerSlam 23. Okay, that sounds like a bot to me. So Wesley is one of the cards we're trying to train up, and we're also going to try and train up Gunther. Toxic Energy says, I finally get to have Myth Seth. I didn't pull him during Myth tier at all. I was the same. When I got that Seth Rollins, it was a brand new card for me. So it's nice to have the new image. Toxic says, I hope I can get a pro for this tier. Well, I have a SummerSlam 23 Seth Rollins, so if I can get myself a second one, then I too shall have a pro of Seth Rollins in this tier. So we're going to train up the Wesley. So we have 2 down arrows, 1 left and 1 right. But we want to train up Gunther, so that is why we are going to put him in the bottom right corner there. Then we're going to get Gunther to attack him. And I don't think the computer is going to be able to beat Gunther, because he is obscenely powerful. So I expect the computer will try and run away, as expected. So let's put in LA Knight, get him to take out Jey Uso. Let's see what the computer wants to do there. So we have 1 up arrow, 1 down arrow, 1 left arrow. So if Jey beats this, that's unfortunate. I was about to say if Jey had beaten this, then we could use Undertaker to take down Stone Cold up here, and then whether the computer puts a card in either the up or down slot, we would have been able to win and be able to get the maximum points, but unfortunately not. So there's no point in winning an additional game, so we're just going to put in the up arrow instead, just to save a little bit of time. That gives us 6-3. If we had won, we'd have been 7-2, which wouldn't have changed anything at all. So let's just try and get rid of some of these little shards. Well, we cleared the entire top half there, and we didn't get anything. So let's just try one randomly in the middle. No such luck, so we're just going to dust all of this. We don't need any of that. And done. And it's 10 more minutes before our next game. As you can see, we don't have any free bouts, but our opponent is only Myth Plus tier, which is what exactly will want to happen. And the reason that's happening is because we are using these cards to sandbag the deck a little bit. That's why I'm keeping them on level 0 rather than training them up. We do have one more game in PvP, so we're going to swap out our big old Gunther, and since we know that Finn Balor is going to be a pro, let's put Finn Balor in, and we're going to put something else in to train up I'm thinking Seth Rollins. Yeah, let's put in Seth. So now if we draw it into either Seth or Finn Balor, then we'll be able to get a whole bunch of wins. So let's jump into there. Going to play another couple of games of Royal Rumble. And chat, how are you all enjoying this little late night stream? Are you all having fun? I just decided to try this just on a whim, see if people would enjoy it. Just playing Supercard casually. I was in the middle of playing it and I thought, well, why not invite some friends along? The friends being everyone in the chat. Oh, we have Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. This is very, very cool. So I think I'm going to go with Finn. Hopefully Nakamura gets defeated here, and he will buy that myth card. So Kermit says his phone's going to die, but he'll watch on his TV. Well, that means you won't be able to chat, but I know that you'll be watching, so thank you very much for joining us for the stream, Kermit. I shall see you again soon when you join the team. Toxic is enjoying it as well. That's good to hear. So this is how we train up cards easily, using Royal Rumble and just doing things like this, because every single game that we play here is treated as an additional game. And this is how we pro'd the Gunthers earlier in the stream. So we want to go for power, because we've got 192 million in power. And we have toughness and speed. Let's go for speed. Also, I think Finn Balor might have overrun, so there's always the chance of getting the overrun power ability, which is why his stats are increasing ever higher. It's only a percentage chance of it happening. There we are. Oh, it's Inspire that he's got. Okay. So we have to use toughness this time. Oh, that's unfortunate. The one time that we were forced to use toughness and the computer put in its big card. Now let's use our super move with Seth freaking Rollins. And we should win that game. So we want to keep away from power, which is fine because we only have speed and toughness. So let's do speed first. And toughness. And that gives Seth Rollins a couple of games as well. It also makes us go 12-0, which gets us 120 points, which brings us closer to leveling up our PvP as well. I was wondering why we had so many picks there, and I remembered that we got 15 picks off of proing our SummerSlam 23 card, so that's where those additional picks came from. And we don't need anything there, so we can dust all of this off. What time is it for everyone in the chat? Let me know. It is currently 5:34 AM here in big old Scotland, the home of his Grand Cat. So there we are 31 games into Finn Balor, and we are 38 games into Seth freaking Rollins. Okay, so we're starting off with Seth Rollins, so we can get quite a few games here with him. Let's go for Charisma. Also, I've been watching Dark Side of the Ring. It is just finished up for this season, but it was very enjoyable to see the Bash at the Beach episode and the Marty Jannetty episode. Very interesting. Does anyone in the chat watch the Dark Side of the Ring? And what were your thoughts on it? I would be very interested to hear. Toxic said it's almost 11 PM for me. He's going to go to sleep soon. Well, I don't think I'm going to stream for much longer anyway, Toxic. So, if you do go, thank you very much for coming along for the stream. It's very nice to see you in the stream. That's another good thing about the team is we've got people from all over the world in the team. So there's different time zones for everyone, which means that the Discord is almost always active. It's very, very good. Also, I think we've got a nice group of people in the Discord. You know, people that have fun but know, you know, the boundaries and limitations of when to stop, you know, when you are going too far, which is very, very appreciative. Look at how many games we're getting for the Seth Rollins, my goodness. And we just beat Andre the Giant there. And that was another huge card that we beat, so very cool. And all three of our last cards are power. Toxic says the best team and Discord server. Well, thank you very much, Toxic. It was very, very difficult to try and build that up, but we got there in the end. And now we're just going to finish this off with Finn Balor. So we didn't get any games for Finn Balor, but we did get 13 games for Seth Rollins, which is very, very cool. And that will finish off the equipment bonus as well. We're going to dust all of this off if there is nothing of interest that's found. There we go, we found. Ah, Kermit says he's back. Welcome back, Kermit. You haven't missed much with the stream. And there, so we see that Seth Rollins is now on 53 matches of his 100. We can also get that, and then we're going to detach that because now that is all fully leveled. Do we have anything else that we need to level up? And that is the question. Gunther has that, and Finn Balor has that. I don't think there's anything in WrestleMania that needs trained up, and I don't think there's anything in Myth that needs trained up anymore either. And then it's down to Octane, and I think from everything Octane onwards is not of interest. Do you have the card with Seth holding the Money in the Bank? I most certainly do. Let me show you. Not only do I have the image, but let me show you. It was quite a ways back, if I remember correctly. Did I go past it? There it is. There he is with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Though I do prefer the one with the title. But I have something cooler that I can show you. If we scroll all the way down, it is fairly low down here. There we are. There's the original Money in the Bank with Seth Rollins with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And of course, next to him is the Roman Reigns with the Money in the Bank briefcase and the title as well. I've always liked these two. These were the very, very first Money in the Bank cards, and Money in the Bank is now called the PLE cards. So that is very, very cool to see, indeed. Let's just go back to trainable. Did I put that as general? It's trainable. There we are. So there's other cards that we need to train up. So we've run out of PvP there. The fusion is another 9 minutes away until we get the jellyfish fusion. We could finish it for 2 credits. And it gives us anywhere from a Royal Rumble 23 to a SummerSlam 23 Pro. Or not Pro, sorry. Just a Pro would be nice, but a SummerSlam 23 card. And it will also give us a Shark Tooth as well. And we currently have no Shark Teeth, but the Shark Teeth gives you anywhere from a SummerSlam 23 to a WrestleMania 39 summer card. Kermit says he's got no luck with the packs. Well, you just have to keep trying with it. That is how it works. The more that you do, the more chances you have. That's all you can do to increase your abilities. Still says 3:16 up here. 3 days and 16 hours left. Do we have anything interesting in store? The hype train is no longer free, and I wouldn't pay 1,600 credits to play it. It's very, very expensive. I don't think there's anything of super importance here. This would have been fine if we were still in myth tier, but only a 4% chance? That is horrible. 4% chance is very, very low. I don't think there's anything here that we want to use any super coins on. And of course, I have been collecting the Seth Rollins tokens. I'm hoping that there's going to be more of these that are going to show up, because at the moment, as you can see, I'm only on about 15, 18 and 19 of these. You need 75 to get just one of these golden ones. You need one of all of them to get one singular Seth. So to get a pro, you really need 150 of these, and that seems a little bit impossible to get. Cameron says I've gotten all gold Seth tokens. Really? What, you've got all 5 of them? Is there some method to getting these Seth things that I'm not aware of? If there's some technique or something, like, please let me know, because I don't see how you're supposed to try and get them. Let's do this one more game here. This may be the last game that I do before we finish off the stream. Ah, Duke! Duke is back. Yo, Duke. Hey. Duke, I believe that you were... Kermit says I've only got one gold each. Even getting 1 gold each is very impressive. I've not been able to. So if there's some method to doing it, please let me know. Duke, I believe that you were looking for a team, so if you want to join, now is the perfect time to do so, to rejoin Soul World Order. Duke was formerly in Soul World Order. Oh my goodness, I'm losing the ability to speak. And it would be very nice to have Duke back. He has been a very, very loyal member of his Grand Cat channel. It would be very nice to have him on the team. Duke says trying to join. Awesome. That is wonderful. If you're still on Discord, Duke, just go into waiting to join and ask to join there, and someone will get you in most certainly. Well, unfortunately, because there's 2 on the left here, we can't actually get the maximum number of points for this ring domination. My mailbox is full. Oh my goodness. Right, so I'll need to take care of that. But it's not Soul World Order 1 that you need to join. Soul World Order 1 is fully maxed out. It's Soul World Order 2 that you'll be joining, Duke. If you go into Discord and message there, then that's how you'll get to join into the team. Things have changed a little bit since you were last in the team, Duke, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. My goodness. So we can dust all of that there. Also, I had... You've got to re-download it. Oh, you got to re-download Discord? Yeah. Remember, Discord is a requirement for the team. I didn't actually know that my mailbox was full. I thought it was a bit weird that no one had messaged me for a while. But to him, yes, I shall need to get rid of some of these messages. No, Kermit, you only need one of each Seth thing. However, if you want a pro, you'll need 2 of each of the gold Seth tokens. However, I don't know how you're supposed to... Is there something else that gives you Seth tokens that I'm not aware of? No? Is King of the Ring? No. The Survivor? Oh, Survivor gives you 3 of these. Okay. Okay, so you can get Seth tokens from playing Survivor. I wasn't aware of that. You don't get any from PvP, do you? Or do you? You should do a stream playing Survivor? Oh my goodness, no. I am far too tired for that at the moment. Maybe some point, but not tonight. I'm not going to say like Vince McMahon, I'm not going to say not tonight, not any night. Maybe at some point, but certainly not for today. It's only 3 minutes until our fusion is done. Well, since it's only 3 minutes until the fusion, let's play another Royal Rumble. No, I forgot about the Rollins sector. The Rollins sector? What is that? I'm not sure what it is you're talking about, Kermit. But, let's play another Survivor game. Okay, we don't have any of our good cards yet. We're against Ric Flair, spelt with a C and a K, which is not the way that Ric Flair spells his name, but alright. And we are already against one of their strong cards, so thankfully we have our Seth Rollins next. Just going to rely on Seth to beat Giovanni Vinci. He said forgetting Giovanni Vinci's name for a second. I actually did remember Giovanni Vinci's name. I was trying to remember what his previous name was back in NXT. You know, back when Gunther was Walter and such. I can't even remember Ludwig Kaiser's original name. Crazy. Kermit says, man, I'll never get the card now. I once again, I'm unsure why. So we have power and toughness. Let's go for power. And charisma. We're just going to keep doing this with Seth. I'm thinking maybe we should use toughness at some point, just so that we can swap into Finn Balor, but the opponent still has to be able to get over 14 million toughness. Well, let's try it. Let's see if the opponent can. Nope, we are still on Seth. We're getting all speed and charisma, which is very much what Seth Rollins enjoys. Ludwig's old name was Marcel Barthel, so it was. You are completely correct. Kermit says you've got to be kidding me, right, Mao? Or right, Mew? Yes, I do indeed get it. I saw what you were going for. Because I am a grand cat. Yes, I have very, very grand puns indeed. There we go, Seth Rollins has taken the entire victory for us. We're actually very close to getting up to the next PvP level as well. Got another pick doubler, which is good. Saves us having to buy any additional ones. And we can dust all of that off. There's nothing there that we wanted. And is it just about time for our fusion? I think it should be. Looks like our fusion is complete, so let's claim the reward. We got another Myth Otis, and we got 2 Shark Teeth. Very cool. We need one more umbrella to start off another one. What do I do to get an umbrella? I can acquire tickets, or I can complete Survivor rank at rank 5 or higher twice. Oh my goodness. Your dream match is HBK versus AJ Styles. You know, I think that match almost happened at one point. Toxic has a question. Okay, question from the man in the hat, who is known as Toxic Energy. What is your question, good sir? I know there was almost a match between Adam Cole and Shawn Michaels. There was a match where Shawn Michaels refereed an Adam Cole match in NXT, and it was televised, but I don't think it's on the WWE Network. I think it was a special event. I remember where the venue was, and it wasn't in the regular NXT arena, but it was a really, really cool match, and you get to see Adam Cole and Shawn Michaels face off with one another, and yeah, it was really cool. When will you do another Cooking with as a Grand Cat? Well, if people ask for it, then it will happen. That is the general rule of how these things come around. Well, it is 5:53 AM. I'm just going to start another one of these fusions, because at least this will give us an umbrella as well. And that means that we can potentially start off... Oh no, we need 3 more coconuts now. Kermit says, my life... Oh, hang on. My life hasn't always been good, but you always cheer me up. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad that you get some enjoyment off of watching a big old grand cat stream playing wrestling card games, and that is nice. Is it just me, or did the quality just suddenly super drop? I'm like watching it. I'm watching the stream on my laptop here, and it looks like the quality just completely dropped for some reason, which is crazy. It shouldn't. There's no reason for it to. Nope. Absolutely no reason that it should be. Crazy. Well, I think that is going to be just about the end of this stream. For anyone that missed everything that we did, we got the Dominic Mysterio in the Ring Domination. Of course, we already finished the Myth Seth Rollins. We are now on the Damian Priest. We know that the heroic undercard for SummerSlam 23 is going to be Finn Balor, so that is going to be a pro for us, because we have ourselves a Finn Balor already. We did also pro Gunther, who is absolutely massive, and is now actually our strongest male. surpassing even the rank 527 Undertaker. So the Gunthers are absolutely worth going for if you have enough to grab them in the Superstore. And we also have a Shayna Baszler underway to get pro'd. I'll probably pro that on a video. And that is going to be it for this little video, folks. And Toxic, yes, I shall see you in the next stream, if you happen to be awake whenever I'm streaming as well. But now, time for the outro, and I'm going to continue playing Ring Domination until I fall asleep. There is 3 days and 16 hours left. Did the resolution get even worse, somehow? What is going on here? It almost looks like I'm playing this on an Atari. Is the quality this bad for you guys as well, or is this just on my screen? Oh my goodness. Crazy. Well, that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.